Hello, welcome to this episode of the Power Rankings. We've had a few changes around. I'm joined by Dom again.
Hi Sam, you right?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. So yeah, after a brilliant 1-0 win against Wrexham, we've got the new form tables voted by you on the last three games. Changed a bit from last week, which is just nice, refreshing to see. As you can see, 10th to 8th place and the most informed players. Stephen Duke Mckenna on loan from Queen's Park Rangers. He's been pretty impressive, don't you think?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's a really busy sort of player, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
got a bit of devil about him as well. I think he
yeah,
likes to get stuck in a bit, doesn't he?
yeah.
Got a bit of argy-bargy the other day, but yeah, he enjoys the game, doesn't he? Likes to get
Yeah,
stuck in, and that's what we want. That's what we want to see.
I feel like his would think he would do better in League One, League Two, or in terms of like standing out on the ball more, because like the non-league, such a league, you don't get much time on the ball. It's so powerful. So there's a fantastic player in him, but he's really come. He doesn't look out of place at all in the non-league. So yeah, he's been solid. I'm sure there's much more to come.
Yeah.
Into 9th and 8th, we've got two old favourites, a bit lower than they usually are, but Lemon Evans and Armani Little. I think they've both been. Lemon Evans has been solid. He was good at the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if people vote for one or the other. Actually, there's some kind of players, so probably maybe the votes get shared. But yeah, they were both equally good at the weekend. I thought they didn't pull up trees, but they kept the ball well. They were smart. They like everybody. They worked hard to try and get the ball back. Especially the opposition, that made a difference.
Yeah, no Torquay player really could get on the ball and do some great passing and that. It was just how well they worked, and they all worked so hard. Both of them did really well. They're both, especially Little, have had fantastic seasons. I mean, I did predict Lemon Evans masterclass, but it was never going to be a Lemon Evans game. As soon as I watched 10 minutes of it, to be honest, where he's just going to get the ball.
It was a get 1-0 up and then sort of not entirely sit back, but we didn't exactly put much. No. We didn't exactly do much attacking second half. It was kind of sit on what we had, and it didn't allow the skillful players to do much, did it?
No,
really?
it was
all about just.
It was horrible.
It was all about keep it tight. Didn't make for much of a game second half, but the win was the main thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So into sort of mid-table, which we've got on the screen now. So we've got Stephen Wiley played up front with Lemon Evans, so obviously a winger and a number 10 up front. Johnson masterclass 3-5-2. I think Wiley's been very solid. Again, he's got a lot of talent there. We haven't been able to see the best of him yet in certain games, but I'm sure his time will come. Games like Dover and Barnet, we will be reliant more on your Wines, your Duke Mckenna's, Lemon Evans, Little, all four of the players you've seen so far. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Wern wants to get on shots on target, doesn't he, and get close to the goal. We didn't have much chance of doing that. No. He was busy. He didn't really stand out particularly, but again, he was busy just getting involved and
And the last three games, he's been really hard working, and also got the goal out Tringham in the first of the three that we're covering for this. Ben Winter, a bit higher up, which is where he deserves to be. It's the same every week, solid. Did put
clearly our influence from last week saying he should be higher has worked out, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice to know somebody's listening, isn't it?
But yeah, it was class at the weekend. Just they didn't get past him at all. Him or Martin.
He was just really steady. I think put a foot wrong, to be honest. Just real consistent player as usual, isn't he?
No to add. So going into 5th place, Ace Hawes, this was quite a different game for us also. He put into a centre back, which I thought that back three was unbelievable. Obviously he got the winning goal as well, but he was so assured in centre because he could pass the ball well, he could block the ball, he could find a pass still. I mean, I love him there, to be honest.
Yeah, he just sat in the middle, didn't he, of the two, and just kept things ticking over. He didn't do anything stupid. The ball, he got rid of it when he needed to. He won a few headers. The goal was a brilliant
header.
Goal to get, I think, wasn't it? He just ghosted back post.
Yeah,
and,
such a good.
How many times have Stross will just ghost over the back four and nobody will be there, but he was there just in the right place, wasn't he? That was brilliant.
Beautiful ball in by Armani Little. I mean, that is the sort of ball he's been doing all season, so it's nice. It's actually
just drifted. I wasn't sure about the free kick given for it, to be honest. I couldn't see it that well from mine. I think Connor went down quite easily, didn't he?
Because there was a big appeal, which is probably why we scored, because the Wrexham players went mad, the fans went mad, they lost concentration.
They did. It stopped for a couple of minutes, didn't it? And then they sort of switched off.
Yeah, and it's
They
funny.
switched off, which sometimes can happen when you're you're not happy with a call, then
Yeah,
it can easily happen, can't
I
it? So,
mean, like I was just finding it funny. A team of set pieces has lost to a set piece. You think how many Luke Young put in the box and Tozer put in the box on the throw in, and yet there we
yeah.
were. So obviously
Well,
they
that's all
did.
they could do, really. That's all they
Yes,
could do, really,
so
wasn't it? Throw
bizarre,
it in the box. Yeah,
so
they
bizarre.
didn't create any chances
I'm
from
still baffled by it,
any
honestly.
skillful play.
I'm still baffled
Yeah,
our team so put together like that. It's just awful. But there we are.
yeah,
Not our club. Into the fourth place, Dino Moxie, absolutely outstanding. Obviously, he has only played one of the last three, so the
yeah,
system's broke. But it's the public that's voted it. But yeah, he's just been
yeah.
outstanding all season. He was so good the weekend.
Yeah, he won so many headers, doesn't he? And just
Yeah,
yeah, he's just. I think he's perfect for a 3-5-2
yeah,
actually, because
yeah.
he's not a standard centre back, but he's
No,
also wants to
mm,
stay back a little more than most
yeah,
left backs. So it
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
he suits that kind of role, doesn't he? Where he can
yeah.
step forward if he wants, but can also
I mean,
support
you
a
would
bit
give
more.
him
So.
another year instantly, just the way he's done so far. It's not
Yeah,
like
I think so. Yeah, I think hopefully his legs are up for it.
yeah, yeah. Now going into the top three, which you'll see now. We've got Joe Lewis back. One game was all we needed of the last three. But again, like Moxie and Hall, them three were just the blocks he did. I think whose shot was it? Was it Ollie Palmer? And he did a double block in the first half. I think it was him. And Moxie did one
Yeah,
as well. They're just
they didn't have
outstanding.
many shots, but there was a couple blocked first half. Yeah, the
Yeah,
one that was just arrowing, I think, straight into the
yeah, that
goal.
was the one. That was the one. Yeah.
I don't think Matt would have sniffed it, to be honest, because it
No.
was going through about 10 players. So
Yeah, exactly.
that was a key moment, I think, really.
Mm. Yeah, no,
But
it
yeah,
was
I mean,
outstanding.
I can say man mountain for Joe Lewis because he's just got better and better this season, hasn't
I
he?
hope
He's
I hope he didn't impress Wrexham that much, but but I'm not. They spent what 3,000, 3,500 on both those centre backs, and I think they got the wrong ones on the pitch. So
yeah,
but
yeah. Well, I mean, their defence was all right. Wrexham wasn't. It was
yeah,
going forward. They
no,
couldn't do bugger all, to be honest. But
correct. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, Jerry Lewis is destined for Football League, isn't
yeah,
he?
he'll be League One
Like
next
many good
next
centre
season.
backs we've had.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he'll make it sooner
I,
rather than
I
later.
wouldn't.
So.
If he leaves the season, I wouldn't sit. I'll be gutted, but I wouldn't sit there and go, "Oh, I know what you're doing." You know what I mean? I always want to see him do the best.
We've seen it all before. Players come,
Yeah,
they
and that's all
develop,
part of
they
it.
get
That's part
better.
of being Torquay. Look how Johnson's
Yeah,
developed
so,
him. The
yeah.
annoying thing is we won't get a fee for him, will he? Because I think he's over 20.
Yeah, we'll get our usual 10 grand if we're
Might
lucky.
get that. Yeah, the money.
I don't know how these things. I don't know how these things are worked out, but
Mm,
I don't know. It'll be a modest fee, won't it? But
yeah,
better
we'll
than
see.
nothing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So into second place, we got a bit of a switch of these two. We've got Sean Mcdonald, who's got in the team of the week. Well done, Sean. If honestly he's had busier and better, not better games, but busier games, he's been more influential than Wrexham. So I was a bit surprised to see him there, to be honest. But
Yeah, I mean, his first few kicks were disastrous. He sort of he sort of shanked a couple. You thought, "Ooh, all right, okay, calm down a bit." I think maybe he was excitable about the game, and it kind of
yeah,
a little bit of nervous. But once he'd settled down, he was fine in the end. So
his handling was superb. He made two very good saves. Just so nice in a game like that when that's the biggest test you'll have aerial all year for most pros. Didn't look at a place once, and the best thing was when the cross came in, just catch it.
If the defence didn't win the headers, then he plucked the ball out of the air, and that just made huge difference. I mean, they had very little going for them, but their throw did end up in the right area time and time again. You think, is it somebody going to nod it into the far corner?
It was a really horrible game. I think these have been so bad, but you just feel it's something going off a shoulder and going in, something like that. You just felt it was going to happen, wasn't it? Yeah.
I said to Rich and Matt when we were there, I thought, I'm sure they're going to have one moment here, or one thing that's going to happen second half.
It was hard. It was not enjoyable to watch. Yeah. But so there he is, Dan Martin. He's been up and up and up and up, and he deserves it. I mean, absolute solid like Winter. Didn't let anything past him. Didn't really get on the ball going forward as much as hoped, but it's just so good.
Yeah. I mean, like the rest of the team, I think Gary Johnson was clear at the start of the season. He wasn't getting what he wanted from the players. I mean, almost like they couldn't carry out what tactics he had. But they carried him out. They carried him out perfectly for him on Saturday. And
Yeah.
I mean, just a mature performance from somebody like Dan Martin, who's used to getting forward. He wants to attack and that, but it showed he can just sit back, defend, make the right decisions. He didn't do anything silly.
No.
Put pressure on when he could. Just a mature performance, as I said. So.
And now we have it. So there's thank you for those that voted. More voted this week than last week, which is brilliant. Nice to see people getting out there and doing it. And so thanks for joining me, Dom. Do you agree with these power rankings? If not voting,
I agree. It's a shame to see Ali Omar get booted out.
That's a bit harsh, to be honest. I think it should be. And his pass was brilliant. I know if you're saying it's a clearance, but his pass was brilliant against Wrexham.
I'm sat on the fence on that one. I would like to know I was closer to him than you.
True.
But yeah, he might have meant it. Yeah. I'm happy to agree.
But thanks for voting. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.